Welcome to Track Record on Niger Youth Community TV. Today, Track Record is taking you to Enugu, my home state. I am starting my first video of the year from my local community because ndị Igbo na-atụkwani inu si na mmadụ kwesịrị isi n'ụlọ na-ama mma wee pụwa iro. So this December, serious political event happened in my local community and I followed it with keen interest. If you are following the news, you must have heard about how youth in one local community in Enugu chased former Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu. I read the story on the Vanguard newspaper just like any other Nigerian, and I went through the comment section. So today we are not here to confirm if the story is true or not, but from the comment section, I concluded that a lot of Nigerians wished that he was actually chased. I'm not going to confirm that, but I want to focus on the lessons. I want to focus on Nigerian youths because that's what we do here on Track Record. Nigerian youths never fail to disappoint.
Our aspiration is to change the story of our people so that it's better and best for all of us. We will never support government or violence, and I want to thank you the way you have conducted yourself. You can see they have failed. What they wanted to do to see their violence, and some of you will die. But they have been disappointed.
Now, I will give you a little background of what actually happened. I would like to describe Ekweremadu as a desperate victim, because this whole saga wasn't even about him. It is about the failed politician of my community, Dr. Patrick Asado, who has been in the National Assembly since 2007 with nothing to show for it. And another new face in the politics of my community, Sele Okanya, who want to ride on the desperation of Ekweremadu and the emotions of my people to political spotlight. I say that he wants to ride on the emotions of my people because he knows that my people are not happy with Dr. Patrick Asado due to his failure. Since Dr. Patrick Asado has been in the National Assembly, there is no one in our community who can actually stand and say that I am who I am or I am what I am because of Dr. Patrick Asado. He has never genuinely helped anyone. Only during election that you will see him giving handouts. Here on Track Record, we discuss national politics, but I am focusing on this local issue in my community this December because it gives me a clearer picture of what is going on nationally, even with the so-called NSAS protests and stuffs. You know, when youth started revolting, started destroying both public and private properties of our famous or prominent politicians, I was really happy. I thought the youths, they were doing something on their own. But what really happened in my community gives me a clearer picture that the youth wasn't doing anything. They were sponsored. I realized that they were sponsored. It's hard to believe that in this generation, in this 21st century, an old politician can still hire Nigerian youths to cause mayhem in the community, and it's really worrisome. It's really disturbing. So that's why I am here today to discuss what really happened in my community, because from there you will get to understand that Nigerian youths are not ready to move forward. I am praying to God to raise real philanthropists in my community, people who will give to my community without conditions, because I don't understand. Who is Ike Ekweremadu for the youth of my community to defend or fight for? He is a man who has been in the national politics. He has been relevant in the national politics for almost 20 years. Enugu-Onitsha Expressway is nothing to talk about. Likewise, 9th Mile to Makurdi Express Road. People are dying on this road every day. And Ekweremadu has been relevant in the national politics for almost 20 years. And he has not been able to convince the federal government to come and do something about these roads. These roads are the kind of roads that you hear when Ministry of Work, when they are awarding contracts on such roads in other regions, they call bill like 200 billion for the construction of such road. The annual budget of Enugu State is less than 150 billion. So if Ekweremadu cannot attract the federal government to come and do this road, is it as a governor of Enugu State that he will be able to do that? So who is he for the youth of my community to fight each other over? Now let me talk about the man behind the mask. He is the man representing Igboeze South and Nsukka in the Federal House of Representatives. He is Dr. Patrick Asado. He is a failed politician. Talking about him breaks my heart, because he is the man who owned a clinic or a hospital in my community that used to help the community health-wise. He has been treating people in the community, but he joined politics, makes money in politics, and forget the community. Till now, my community do not own a real hospital. And the man who had a hospital, a private hospital in my community, is in public office. And he can't build that for the community that he abandoned. You know, it's heartbreaking. And this same man is the man who is able to control the youth of my community to the extent of attacking our soccer tournament. The tournament that has been going on for the past 25 years. This year is the only year that it ended without a winner. For a very long time, I have been wanting to talk about this man, Dr. Patrick Asado, because I feel that if I don't talk about him, I have no right to question someone from the north who supports Buhari because they are from the same region. This man, Dr. Patrick Asado, represents my federal constituency, and he is from my community. And despite that, there are people maybe from other community that may occupy that position and be good to my community more than he is. But I never have the courage to talk about him because we are from the same kindred. He's supposed to be my uncle if he ended. So, we were crying that the organizers of our annual football tournament allow politicians to hijack it. Then another set of youth went and gave Dr. Patrick Asado a leadership award in the same community. You know, after studying the whole event, I realized that Nigerian youth are not ready to take back their future. Because what happened locally, I use it to generalize what is going on in the country, because it's no different. The whole vandalism during EndSARS protest, the whole thing, the whole protest, I started realizing even why the federal government started freezing accounts, because it was true. It was true that some people were paid for that protest. Some people made money from that protest. This year's Ovoko football tournament has generated a lot of funds, and we will see how the youth will utilize the funds in the development of the community. And I also hope that they will follow up those who made different political promises, like Ekweremadu, who promised that he will drill a borehole in the community. So we are watching. Dear Nigerian youths, you need to change to be able to take back your future. It is now or never. If you don't do something now, probably there will be no future to take back, because the whole thing will be gone. For instance, the man in Aso Rock, I don't think he knows what he's doing, and clock is ticking. So thank you for joining us on this episode of Track Record. I just used my local community to start the year, and we will be going nationally to profile politicians, because that is what we do here on Track Record. Thank you for joining us. I'm still your host, KC.